looks more promising. The signs look more promising, but it will be in a matter of days. We'll come to know whether we are able to see a significant change from what the Taliban were in 1996 when they tried to impose that radical, imposition of Sharia law, and the way they treated women when the women were not allowed to go out for work and they were denied any kind of freedom to move out, and there were a lot of other restrictions on women, which were which cannot be accepted in the 21st century. So I hope that they don't demonstrate themselves in the similar manner, because it will again affect the legitimacy of their government if they have to be slightly different in the eyes of the international arena. And in fact, the investors, which are going to be crucial for their economy, which is going through a serious drought at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listening to what you're saying, it's interesting. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, it looks promising." Well, maybe, but I still maybe I'm the skeptic here. Because listening to recent interviews from some of the senior leaders on Al Jazeera and all that, we had Haqqani talk about the fact that yes, we are going to have an inclusive government. We are trying to talk to people who in the previous government we might not even we might have women in our government, but they are not going to take top positions. And we see that they are granting interviews on CNN, BNN. They are trying to make themselves. I mean, maybe the world think that this is a new Taliban, but we all know the reputation of the Taliban. And if you listen to the statements that Haqqani made, which I think I'll just quote, it says to maintain and be faithful to what we are fighting for, to serve the Afghan people and serve Islam within Islamic laws. And the question here is what laws and who's going to interpret those laws? And we know from the past, 1996 to early 2000s, what happened. People were killed, people were amputated because of the way they interpreted those laws. Are we going to see that? Because they keep making the statement that we are going to protect women's rights within the Islamic laws. I think that the interpretation and who is going to help interpret those laws is very essential. But nonetheless, I'm excited that at least they are trying to position themselves as a new group that is going to maybe make diplomatic relationships. Maybe the motivation is to get money, international aid, and the support. Maybe that is it. We don't know, but for now, I don't think that we can really trust the Taliban. And I mean, I'll just say it like that. We'll just have to watch closely and see how things go. And hopefully, all the efforts that have been made towards education and women's rights and all these things are not curtailed. Yes. So
Absolutely. I feel that Taliban cannot be believed as of now. They have shown some different signs, as we were also discussing few days back in another podcast, that the Taliban are now coming out with their mobile phones and they're broadcasting their live pictures on the social media, which they never did back in 1990s when they came to power. And they're quite open. They are talking to the international media in a different language, which can be considered to be a different sign, but we'll come to know soon whether it is a different sign or there are some other intentions of Taliban, which we don't know as of now, and which they
exactly.
are only thinking